Hi, I'm Shamini, a co-founder of Vigo. Vigo is a wildfire evacuation planning tool for local emergency departments to build a robust evacuation plan easily and more effectively. Our story begins with a research project that looked at the evacuation during the Camp Fire in California. We learned many haunting stories about how their evacuation plan, which is considered as one of the most strongest plans in California, still was not enough for the destructive nature of the campfire. When talking to other local communities, we learn there are many other challenges that need to be solved. A key aspect in evacuation preparedness is the community awareness. Unfortunately, many communities are not prepared. For example, most of the residents don't understand the importance of getting out early. This can lead to crowded evacuation routes, which not only risk their lives but also put everyone else in danger. According to many professionals, the message to communities should be memorable and they should be practiced on a daily basis. Other key aspect is the training to make decisions under extreme events. Like in many recent wildfires, the scale or the speed the wildfire spreads is unpredictable. Not only the nature of the wildfire, human behavior, road condition, and communication add more complexities. The current approach is to look back at previous events and learn from it. But this cannot solve the problem entirely because there is a gap in risk perception. What's even more tragic is that most of the communities at high risk do not have an evacuation plan or their evacuation plan is not robust enough. Why? One reason may be there is no legislation requirement. Other reasons may be not enough resources like a dedicated staff or time. Some may be just ignorant of the risk. The current practices of evacuation preparedness do not solve these problems. Educating the community is difficult with methods like printed documents or social media posts. They see or hear information and forget, so the community is not aware of the real scale of the risk. There is also no standard or centralized training for the emergency officials. Collaboration among key organizations is also an issue, which leads to confusing communication when a real event occurs. We solve this problem by creating a gaming platform which uses realistic graphics with real-time simulations of fire, traffic, and communication, which are the main parts of a strong evacuation plan. Our main focus is to increase the preparedness level in local communities through the cognitive awareness of risk. These are the key features of our product. The visually realistic 3D game is personalized to each community by modeling their own neighborhood. This gives a more immersive experience to the user. They can personally experience the effect of their actions and decisions on the safety of not only self but also others. An endless number of dynamic scenarios can be created by changing fire, traffic, and communication conditions, and even by changing the human behavior. It promotes a well coordinated action plan that takes into account the actions of each key organization. And it is rapidly deployable. Our primary market includes local departments of fire, traffic, and law enforcement. They can subscribe to our tool mainly using different grants from FEMA, which are available for emergency preparedness. The tool can be used for their training, educating the community, and understanding the community behavior. We influence each individual risk perception and increase the preparedness level of communities at risk. There is a number of values of our tool to the primary market. We can increase the community awareness by more than 50%. The frequency of training can be increased from ad hoc to multiple times a year. Overall preparedness level of a community can be increased up to 90%. Centralized trainings is also an attractive value. We look for standardized guidance which involve every stakeholder. These are our milestones so far along the way. We are closely working with Bolinas and Auckland local communities and also Marin County. We have conducted multiple interviews with other local communities and also FEMA. We are currently exploring and developing the technology with the support of university research grants, but also we must thank the Citrus Foundry and Bay Area NSF ICOPS. Next year onward would be critical for us as we are hoping to raise funds and try our first prototype. We are an early stage startup with a team of researchers at UC Berkeley, and also we are nascent entrepreneurs and look for a high social impact through our work. Thank you for listening.